15th, Jessica Watson returned from a solo sailing trip that circled the globe. And at age 16, she became the youngest person ever to make the journey without any stops and without any help. Jessica joins us now to tell us about her amazing journey, which is chronicled in her new book, True Spirit, and a recent documentary of the same name. Jessica, welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
You sailed around the globe with no chase boat. There was nobody following you, nobody checking in on you. You were solo for 7 months.
Yeah, non-stop and unassisted, so just me and the boat, 7 months.
Where were your parents?
Back home, like everyone thinks mum and dad, crazy for letting me go. They're not, they let me go for a very good reason. That's a very, very tough little boat, and, we'd done absolutely everything we could to make it as safe as possible for our
I know,
legs.
but you were 16 years old. You're a little, you're a young lady out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
It does. It seems crazy. Sailing around the world.
It seems crazy.
It's a big, scary, and a dangerous thing to be doing. And for those people who didn't understand, the preparation, the team, my experience, it must have sounded, ridiculous. But for those people who, took the time to find out, well, then, we never had anything but support from the people who found out a little bit more about the voyage.
So as the voyage unfolded, and you felt as though you were 100% prepared, what happened that you were not prepared for?
I was only allowed to leave, well, basically, when I was completely 100% ready. And, I don't know, what was I not prepared for? The welcome home I got, definitely. That was definitely one part. It was completely overwhelming. I mean, look, there were definitely tough times out there. It was there were really tough times, but I think probably the one thing I am quite proud of is the mental side of it. I had a lot more fun out there than I ever expected.
And you had a lot of fun, though you were alone. Were you lonely? Were you scared?
Kind of strange. I don't use the word lonely. I was homesick. I missed everyone from the moment I sailed out to Sydney, but, I had my moments, but I don't use the word lonely. Lonely is for a Friday night. Nobody's asked you out. You're sitting at home. It's different when you're out there by choice and you've got thousands of people thinking of you, and your friends and family waiting.
Well, millions of people were thinking about the American girl, 16-year-old Abby Sunderland. She had to be rescued. She was something like 2,000 miles out in the middle of the ocean.
The worst place possible, yeah.
How would you communicate with your parents and your support team?
Yeah, satellite, I was really lucky, amazing communication, satellite phones, satellite internet, it all comes at a price, but, I was able to keep in touch with my team, my family, so that obviously helped a lot.
And yet you did suffer 6 knockdowns where the mast was underwater.
Yeah, boats, turned upside down.
You flipped the boat?
Oh, I didn't flip it, the wave flipped it.
The boat flipped?
Not my fault.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So at any moment when one of those 6 times you think, okay, now I'm in trouble.
It's interesting, we had one really bad storm where 4 of these knockdowns happened. The other 2 I was actually asleep, woke up to these knockdowns, and it was...
Well, you were asleep and you ended up in the water.
No, inside the boat. Luckily, I was not on deck for any of them. You don't take the risk of being on deck in that sort of weather, but these knockdowns, I think I was numb, I was exhausted throughout the storm. It was only the next morning I went, oh my goodness, that was big.
Well, that is something. Jessica, what a story you're telling in your new book, True Spirit. The true story of a 16-year-old Australian who sailed solo, nonstop, and unassisted around the world.
Jessica, great to meet you.
Wow, that's really
no
something.
problem.
Congratulations.
Sure.
Right.
All right.
Straight ahead, we're going to come back with Fox and Friends in 2 minutes, and Steve's going to say something insightful.
I'm going to have to Google that.